Hi friends, today we will see the most the people using one of the command called chmod. Okay, it's nothing but it's a change mode. Okay, it's mainly using we usually use this for giving permission for a folder or directory. I mean sorry, files or directory. So for that purpose we usually use this particular command. And this most of the people doesn't know that why we need to use like a 777 or what is that meaning called 777. And I will explain that what is the exactly meaning of it, and then how to remember this particular value, and then whether we have to give a how to give permission to a particular file or directory. Okay, let's go for that. Okay, so here you can see that this is a command. So it's called as a change mode. Okay, change mode, and then there is something like values we usually give like something like this. Okay, ch mode 777. Then folder or file name we usually give that. Okay, so in this case that what is called this 777. Okay, let's go for this. In your you know location, you're going to give like a ls hyphen l. So you can see there is list of files which are which are that folder has the list of files and the items. So in this, the first set is called as permission. Okay, in this you can this D represents, okay, there is a D. It represents the first one. Okay, the first one hyphen represents the file, and if there is a D, this represents directory. Okay, so other than that, you can see there is a group. This is one set of group, and this is one another set, and then this is another one set. Okay, so same things that you can here you can see there is 777. Okay, so each one will represent this one group. Okay, so you can see here the first seven. Okay, it represents that summation of this particular these three values. Okay, so read permission. So it has the value code 4. Write permission, it has the value code 2. And then execute permission is 1. So now we can easily identify that what is called the RWX. RWX is nothing but 4 plus 2 plus 1, read, write, and execute. So here you can see that read, write, and execute for the first 7. And then second 7, okay, it represents the group user. Okay, the first 3 represent the owner or the user who created this particular file. That's a permission for that particular user. Group user, that means actually the similar type of user which is having inside the system. Okay, so when other people log in with the same system, or other user, if you are going to get login, what permission we need to give? So that is a secondary set. Third set is nothing but it's a group is sorry, other users, something like guest users. Browser can upload some files, or a guest user can log in. So what we need to give a permission for that? So here you can see this particular folder has full permission. This is called 777. That means actually first 3 read, write, execute, and then second 3 read, write, execute, and then third 3 is a read, write, execute. Okay, so this in this case the second one, you can see that owner has read and write, and there is no execute permission. Same way that group user also have a same permission, and the execute read permission only for guest user, other users. Okay, that's it. So in this you can see that there is a name in this particular column is called as a hook is the owner of this particular who created that particular folder or files. And this case that is a modified who have modified lots of things. It's basically who created that user. Suppose nobody's changed it in by other users, other user automatically will show the same username itself. And the data of the file and the file also there here. So this is how to define this particular value. Okay, so we have to make sure that there is one more option called something like there is something like ls hyphen l is nothing but it's detailed view. Okay, if you are going to give a ls only, if you are going to give ls, okay, you are going to ls only to display the files and photos. That's it. If you are going to give ls hyphen l, it will give the detail of that particular things. Okay, files and photos, something like that. In this, if you are going to give hyphen r, does it nothing else, it's called a recursive. That means actually if you are going to give a folder name and then to check the folder, and then if there is any files or folder resides inside your test folder, inside your test folder, I mean subfolders or something like that, it will apply the same permission will apply into other inside folders and files and subfolders and files and all this. It's a global something like that. It's called a recursive. Okay, if you are not giving this, it will apply the permission only for this particular folder. It never gonna change the permission of that inside. Is there any folder and files or element inside this? It never give a permission that it never gonna change this particular file if you are not giving this particular, I mean this particular option, recursive options. Okay, now you understood that why we need to give this 777. Okay, okay, and this is actually permission purpose and security purpose. We supposed to know about these particular things in clear way. Okay, so don't give like a 777 for all the folders and files. So you have to make sure that whether this particular file can be accessed by system user, or this can be allowed for public users like uploading any files or accessing by remote users or something like that. Okay, so be careful on that when you give a permission for your folder and files. So this is a very simple thing. As I said that read, write and execute the combination, and first 7 is the owner of the user, I mean folder or file. The second is the group user, and third one is other user or guest user or public user. So this is how to give that. You can see 7, so this is the condition. 5, so read and execute. 4, only read, nothing, so nothing for that. So complete permission can be removed. So owner can change the permission at any time, even though we have given this particular, because it is a owner. So he can remove this permission for his own permission, or he can add his own permission and change permissions by himself, because he is the owner of the file. Okay, owner of the file or owner of the file. So that's it. Okay, so hope you understood that, and then please use this particular option accordingly, and then try to know the purpose of that chmod, and then same thing is that chmod recursive. Okay, so folder and subfolders also will apply the same permission. Otherwise it will apply only for this particular folder. It never going to be considered inside the folders and files. That's it. Okay, thank you.